Jerry Visca, the founding publisher of Defyeneurs, and welcome to the third edition of the Top 50 Relationship Marketing Tips. This is the Freedom Families edition, and we are live. This is an exciting time with Mark Michaud of New England. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Jerry. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Mark. You know, every time I see you in action, I always call it motivated by Mark, because that's how I always feel, you know, every time I see you. And I just think it's extraordinary. We're really excited about your profile in Defyeneurs, Freedom Families. There's a quote that you share. I want listeners to hear it. It goes like this: relationship marketing is unique in that it allows average people to live the life of their dreams. I love that. And that sort of leads into our first question, Mark. How has your journey led you to relationship marketing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's kind of a long story. I'll try and keep it succinct, but I think it's important that people kind of understand the journey that it took to get to really the right vehicle. I a long time ago, when I was in the insurance industry, I started hearing the numbers. I was working with people in financial planning and retirement planning and college funding for their kids, and the numbers that I learned at the time were pretty staggering, and they haven't changed today, unfortunately. The numbers show that only 5% of people retire comfortably by the time they get to retirement. 95% either don't live to retirement, or when they get there, they're going to need some sort of assistance. And so knowing those numbers, I was learning at a young age that I needed to find a vehicle that I could really attach myself to that would keep paying me an income stream rather than just having a lump sum of money and hoping that the interest rates were going to sustain my standard of life. I would see people, and I hate to say this, unfortunately, it's sad, but people who had a nice nest egg and then someone in their family ends up in a nursing home and it wipes out their family completely. And so made me realize that I can't just, if I want to have a nice retirement, I want to have a nice lifestyle for myself and my family, I've got to find something to keep getting cash flow, not just something where I'm hoping interest rates can sustain. And so for the past 20 years, I've been really kind of looking in and out of the industry, trying to find that home, trying to find the industry that I could really attach my name to, really feel good about the integrity and so forth. And I've seen the good and the bad. I've seen the ups and downs, and some of the companies that really kind of sometimes paint the image of our industry. But I've also met some incredible people, and the one thing I can tell you about relationship marketing is that you're going to meet the best quality people you'll ever meet. People who have optimism, people who have hopes and dreams, people who will pick you up when you're feeling down, and at the same time you can pat them on the back and they'll pat you on the back when you achieve even the most minor successes. And so I knew I loved the business model. I knew it was something that if you can go out there and you can benefit other people, then you automatically win as a byproduct. And really just trying to find that home has been the journey, and going through and really learning the systems and the simplicity. See, here's the key. The thing that I found, Jerry, is that average everyday people can do an industry like this because you don't need to have any special talent. You don't have to have any special knowledge or anything like that. It's really just simply a matter of getting your passion, your enthusiasm up, and sharing a concept by using a system of third-party information and going through the process of educating people to the point where they're either ready to buy your product or come on board your business, or maybe they decide not to take action at all, which is perfectly fine because we've at least planted the seed in their mind about what we're doing. And now, obviously, as our businesses and our lives continue to change, they see that. But I'm seeing average everyday people who had lives of really desperation, people who really had no hope, turn their lives around, and it didn't take decades to do it. It was simply a matter of going and applying something that they really felt a very strong passion about, and it changed their lives. And I know it can do that for anybody else out there as well.
I love that. I love that you share that you found your home, you know, after an extensive background. And I love how you share that this industry is really allowing you to meet great people. And, you know, it's another reason why, you know, at Defyeneurs Mag, we took an interest in the top 50 relationship marketing tips, specifically Freedom Families, because it's everyday people like yourself who are really making a difference. There's another insight you share here. I love it. And it goes like this: we all win as a byproduct of helping others. And there's no doubt, you know, when we see you, you're always helping other people around you. You know, Mark, what gets you leaping out of bed every morning?
Well, I think the thing that really gives me the passion is that, and I think this is for anybody, is that you have to have a cause. You have to have a purpose. And if you have a purpose and something that really drives you and you're passionate about, then you can wake up in the morning with enthusiasm. But if you're kind of lost, if you don't really have a destination, or you're really just kind of wondering where things are going to go when you're taking more of a reactive approach, then people tend to wake up and they're really sometimes depressed because they don't really have a direction. They're kind of develop, in a sense, a learned hopelessness. That's what a lot of people tend to find. So when I get up in the morning, the thing that really drives me is the fact that, you know, I've been through the ringer, Jerry, and I'll just kind of briefly mention a little bit more of my background. You know, in the process of, in the journey of my life, I've been through the tough times. I mean, literally just as short as just 4 short years ago, and I lost everything I had. Had to give away my dog. I lost a relationship. I had lost my house, and it was devastating. And it was the friendships and the relationships here that picked me up, rebuilt my self-esteem, allowed me to really start believing in myself again, and allowed me to go out there and make a difference in other people's lives too. And so when I get up in the morning and I see other people, and everywhere you look in the media, everything's negative, and you see all these people who are struggling, and so many of your friends and family that just would like to have that chance, that break, that they could go out there and have a better life. And knowing that I was able to go out there with the support and help of others, knowing I can pay that forward and help other people as well. So when I wake up in the morning, my main purpose is that if I'm really true to my cause, and I think this is true for anybody out there, then my main purpose is to go out there and spread that cause with passion, not pushing it on other people, not trying to shove it down their throat, but rather doing it because I know that what I'm offering people is a blessing and it can change their life as well. So when I wake up in the morning, that's my main purpose, is how many lives can I go out there and bless today? Not only the people that I'm working with within my organization and within my team, because obviously they're my family and they're the people I want to go out there and benefit the most, obviously, but also those people out there who haven't heard about what we're doing yet, the people out there who are really looking for that hope, who don't have any hope right now. They wake up in the morning really, again, kind of desperate, really giving up on life, and those are the people that we can go out there and bless. And so my purpose, again, is taking my passion of how it's changed my life and going out and paying that forward to go out there and bless more of the people in this world, and all of us collectively together. If we just focus on living one moment at a time, living happy, enjoying our lives. I mean, we could have our life taken from us at any one moment, and sometimes we go through life not even being grateful or appreciative of what we have, when really we're in the best country in the world. We have a chance to go out there and make a difference in other people's lives. We just have to believe in ourselves. And sometimes we need other people to believe in us, to give us that belief. When we go out there and we have that true purpose and cause, we can really make a difference in the world.
I love that. You can really feel the passion in your voice and your energy, Mark. That's why I call it Motivated by Mark. Now I think you're getting a sense of that. But I love what you shared there. Really knowing your destination, and I love that you're being true to your cause of inspiring hope in others. Mark, you've seen a lot. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of challenges. You've been what inspires me most is you've taken your discomfort and you've used it as a catalyst for your greatest growth. Going forward, what is the bigger picture of Mark Michaud going forward? What's the bigger picture of your life?
Well, first off, and I want to say this before we even continue on with this, I want to say thank you for allowing me the chance to be able to express myself in Defyeneurs magazine. I'm very, very grateful, and I think this publication is outstanding because it shows average everyday people and how they can transform their lives. So I think you, my friend, are making a big difference in people's lives, and I thank you for that.
Thank you.
As far as myself going forward, I think the biggest thing is that everybody needs to do, and I'll kind of convey that in with my own personal beliefs about where my journey is going to take me, is that we all really have to, everybody's out there trying to figure out the meaning of life, and they're always trying to sit there and do all this analysis, when I personally feel that the meaning of life is just making the most of every moment, just going out there and just looking and planning out and mapping out your future, obviously, but just enjoying the moment, the precious moment that we have. We have 86,400 seconds in a day, and so many of us take that time for granted, not going out there and really making a difference. So where I see myself going forward is I just really want to commit myself to a cause of helping other people to really see their value, to see their true greatness that they have within them. And I say that because there's so many people out there that allow their past history to hold them back from the greatness that exists within them. They sit there and either compare themselves to other people, or they look at maybe things in the past where they feel like they've failed, because no one's going to go out there and achieve success right from the get-go. You've got to achieve failure in order to achieve success. It's simply a matter of you've got to trial and error. You've got to make the mistakes to get better. And so we need to go out there and we need to empower people. There's so many people out there, again, who have so much talent, so much potential, but their own mind is limiting them. Their own mind is holding them back from the greatness that exists, that they can go out there and change the world. And again, it's because oftentimes they're comparing themselves to other people. They're, again, living in the past and not allowing themselves to grow beyond the self-imposed prison walls that they built for themselves. And we have a chance to go out there and make a difference. And so my main purpose in the future is to go out there and bring value and allow people to really see in themselves the personal value, not just by me telling them how much they're valued or other people telling them, but for them to build it within their own mind. By teaching these simple processes and maybe ideas and techniques as to how they can really start controlling that thing they call their brain, this thing that we were born with that we really had no manual on how to control, but really controls everything in our future, our successes, our failures, or whatever it might be. We sit there, we're born with a blank slate as a baby, And there's no difference between us and some of the greatest people out there, except for the stuff that we put in that brain over time, from our associations, from the things that we read, from the things that we do. And over time, sometimes, and I hate to say this, but it's true, we develop these limitations, and we hold ourselves back. Like we attain a certain income level, and for some reason that seems to be like our cap. And when we move beyond that, we get uncomfortable. And so we need to start expanding our minds, just like a rubber band, to start expecting greater things, to start believing in ourselves, to start knowing our true value. And my main purpose over the rest of my life is sincerely to go out there and give people the real, true understanding of who they are and help them to become the best person they can be. And I really appreciate you allowing me the chance to talk with everybody, Jerry.
I absolutely love it. Moments with Mark, creating a better world is what we call this profile, pages 14 and 15. Mark Michaud, we are so honored to shine a light on all of what you're doing and all your greatness. Thank you for being a part of this inspired platform, Mark. And on behalf of Defyeneurs, we just wish you the most defined year of success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry.